Alright guys, this is me stepping back into World of Warcraft again. Oh god, can we skip this? This is ridiculous.
Though the recent
Yep.
invasion of
Alright guys, welcome back. Trying to get into World of Warcraft again. Haven't played the game in a long time. Season of Discovery. This is it right here. I'm a little late to the party here. Level 25 is like the max. And I'm nowhere near that right now, obviously. It looks like everybody else has already started. What is this? Dark Fortune? What is that from? God, I haven't played WoW in forever. Looks good. Dang, it looks really good.
I
So,
hope you strapped your belt on tight, young
we're
adventurer,
just gonna get
because
through.
there is work to do here in Northshire, and I don't
I
mean
went and
fun.
downloaded a
The
few
Stormwind
add-ons.
Guards
Kind
are
of loaded
hard-pressed
in with
to
this
keep the
character
peace here,
prior to
with so
this.
many of us in distant lands and so many threats pressing close.
Oh
And so
god.
we're enlisting the...
Yeah, we'll mute you for a minute. I downloaded some add-ons that I used to play with. One being called TellMeWhen. I really like that add-on. I moved around my interface a little bit. For healing, I'm using VuhDo. It's a pretty cool healing add-on, probably one of my more favorites. And then I went in and kind of already messed with some, just mainly the add-ons. I kind of logged in, played, so messed around with the add-ons, get things kind of going. Questy was one that I was trying to research, and I just kind of Googled a bunch and watched what other people were downloading, and that's kind of where I got with my add-ons. So I think it's Questy, VuhDo, Tell Me When. There's some other add-ons I'd have to get on here. Look, I got some people on that I haven't talked to in years on here on my friends list, but whatever. Um, yeah. Um, so we'll look at this. This is Questy. I don't want to hear this guy talk. How do I skip him? There we go. That was one of the other add-ons that like you can hear the guys narrate in the background. Let's go to options. I downloaded the bag thing here, this Audi bags, but I don't really like it. The voiceover I think is the classic WoW's little voice. I really kind of like that if I was just running around exploring and understanding the storyline a little bit because I've never really dove into that with classic WoW. So doing that now is kind of cool. And then threat plates. Oh, I really loved threat plates back in the day. Leatrix Plus. I've seen people were talking about that for um like their bags. I don't know necessarily bags, but like the auto loot feature, the fast loot feature in there, and then the auto sell junk and that kind of stuff inside the game. So that's why I downloaded that. These character stats, just because I was curious to how that kind of looked. But this seems pretty simple. I don't really care about melee. I guess it would be spells and mainly defense. But this is this is it. This is me getting back into World of Warcraft. I'm gonna play Disc Priest. Really get into this, and yeah, we'll go from there. I'm gonna run around, try to get a few levels, and see how far I can get.
need help? Go with honor, friend. Light bless you.
Kill kobolds. All right,
Careful.
sounds easy. What's this guy talking
Hey,
about?
citizen, you look like a stout one. We guards are spread a little thin out here, and I could use your help. Ah, good. Another volunteer? We're getting a lot of you these days. I hope it's enough. The human lands are threatened from without, and so many of our forces have been marshaled abroad. This, in turn, leaves room for corrupt and lawless groups to thrive within our borders. It is a many-fronted battle we wage, adventurer. Gird yourself for a long campaign. Your first task is one of cleansing, adventurer. A clan of kobolds have infested the woods to the north. Go there and fight the kobold vermin you find.
Yeah,
Reduce
it's
their
those
numbers so
guys
that
over there,
we may
right?
one day drive them from Northshire. Egan Pelt Skinner is looking for someone to hunt wolves for him.
Mm-hmm.
That's good news because we're seeing a lot more wolves in Northshire Valley lately. If you're
God, I haven't
interested,
played
then
this game
speak
in a
with
long
Egan.
time.
He's around the side of the Abbey to the left.
So how I used to do my layout is I played with a Razer, like I still play with that now, Razer keyboard, Razer Naga mouse, and I'll use the mouse and stuff for like some of my basic keybinds. So one of the things that I like to do is like, and other people might like that, not like it, but I chose to. It kind of made everything more simple. I'm just gonna go my options. Um, like I said, one of the things that I like to do, turn all these on. God dang, I can even figure out how to always show. No, well, I probably want to do that. Yeah, sounds about right. It's so weird playing this game again. Um, One of the things that I like to do is on my disprees back in the day, I set up my keybinds like this, and I like to set my number locks for whatever spells that I'm kind of using that I like to bind together. That were easy to kind of like bind all together, almost into like one button, to make like cut down on a few buttons. So like smite and um uh think it was like, oh, I guess I can't see here. I think it was Mind Blast, but yeah, they put Mind Blast and Smite together, and I can macro all necessarily kind of like make an external macro for all that inside my regular mouse to make those two abilities in one button. So in other words, anytime that Mind Blast would come off cooldown, I would automatically use Mind Blast, and then whenever it was on cooldown, um, I would do smite and stuff. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. I'm going to set it up right here for number 5 being that main button, and then all my side buttons here. This is essentially number pad 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And my smite will be here. And if I had any other abilities, maybe they would go along here. But I usually like to set this up and then set this default settings to all my characters. So oh man. Oh, I forgot you have to actually melee in this too. Wow. Okay, we'll go with refreshing water. And then we'll use smite. So I like to set up some of the stuff that I can remember. Is I use TellMeWhen, and I would set like right now none of this stuff shows up, and I kind of made a little bar here for some of the stuff that I know I'm probably going to be getting here in the future. Uh, but I would set up TellMeWhen / TellMeWhen, and you can kind of like populate whatever skills that I knew that I was going to get here in the future. So I know I'll get renew. Some of this has just random icons. Don't worry about that stuff. That'll populate whenever I get something there. I'm just kind of moving and messing with things. So they get these weird icons. I don't even know it's supposed to go there yet. Um, I'll change this around, but basically, um, yeah. So this will be for Power Word Shield. Whenever I get that, see these ruins. I was trying to make an icon for something to do with ruins here. This has nothing. This right here was gonna be for if I wanted to go shadow and I was playing like a undead. I could put their little dot there, but I'm not gonna play undead, so I'm not worried about that. And I'll change a lot of these things around. But as of right now, I'm just gonna leave it because I was trying to set it up, and as I got along and got further on, I can just input these little spots along the way. It'd be kind of cool. Uh, these spells into these slots, and I'll show you how this TellMeWhen works as we get further. So heal. Yep. All right. What's this? And smite. Just gotta kill the vermin. When I get my dots, I'll be able to put them on my hotbar. Every time I got to play this, like I like when I did play WoW previously, it'd be like the new expansion, like Dragonflight, when it came out. I played that a little bit, and that's where I get some of these TellMeWhen ideas from. When I was setting up my disc priest there, and his name was Orsion as well. Um, but yeah. God dang, I forgot about all this whole mana thing too. Wow, it's a lot different playing Classic. It's gonna be brutal. Alright guys, this is one of the newer runes that I kind of come across or whatever. I kind of played a little further and just kind of skipping around right now. Level 3 already, as you can see.
Safe travels. Greetings.
But
Go with honor, friend.
I guess this is one of the quests. It doesn't show it on Questy, but obviously, it's a season of discovery, so they're all new quests. But this rune here of Penance is the first one. That's kind of cool. Didn't have Penance in Classic WoW like this, so to be able to have it in Classic, I'm curious to see how it all plays out and stuff. But that's awesome. I'm gonna go and try to pick this up.
Be careful.
I think we have to go over towards the mines and stuff. Here's for somebody trying to add me to the guild. I don't know about all that. Meta Breakers. I don't know what guild that is. Sure, why not? Just join something for now. And if they're cool, I'll play along. God dang, look at all the people joining. What's up with that? Somebody left as soon as they joined. Has joined the guild, has joined the What is going on here? Just blowing up people. Wow. Okay. Good. Alright. Okay. Well, sure. All the newbies joining. Just blowing them all up. Okay. Let's continue on. I just need one more of these workers, and then we'll go turn this in. I'll go back to the mines behind us here, and we'll check out that penance quest. Alright, so back here in the mines. We gotta kill these laborer guys. And I wonder what we gotta do. Get this ruins. Probably in the back of the mines, I guess, or something. But I still gotta kill 12 of these anyways, so we'll do this along the way. These guys are a little more difficult. But we'll work our way back. Possibly killing myself. Wow. Alright. We'll just ignore that for now. A memory. Okay. Belled. Huh. Alright, we'll look at that now. Let's clear out the the rest of these guys, and then we'll go back, turn this quest, and check it out. Alright, so I reached level 4. I'm back over here. I have this item, memory. I'm trying to use it. It doesn't seem like it wants to work. Kneel with the north. Okay. Backslash. Then I use it. No. It says kneel. Alright. I don't get this. It says. Oh, what is that? Okay. So I get whatever this meditation of light buff is. Do I use it now? Oh, it worked. Cool. So I think that's all I needed there. So what does it do? What do I get?
Farewell.
Okay, I get a pair of gloves.
Bless you.
Is that it?
I trust the
learn
light
the
is with
spell
you,
from her?
adventurer. Is there something that I help you with?
We'll learn these ones, obviously, but
Safe travels.
yeah. I don't know what it's talking about. Oh, okay. I'm getting it now. So these are the runes. First rune I get is Penance. That is kind of awesome. It's literally my favorite pre-spell in retail WoW. Um, so that's gonna be kind of cool to get back and play this priest. This is kind of awesome. I'm gonna have to build a macro, get my UI all set up for this, and then yeah, I'll come and show you guys what's up next. All right, so one of the things that I did notice here was and I went ahead and kind of made up a few macros like this. So just go into your macros tab. Um, but one of the things that I did notice is, like, for instance, if I go here and I go to my heal, it shows rank 2, but you have more than one rank. And the difference in the mana cost, it kind of matters if you're like in dungeons and stuff like that. Obviously, the cast speed for this is 1.5. There's 2-second cast on this. I imagine it just changes because the heal is stronger and then the mana cost. And I forgot Classic WoW did all this. So I went ahead and made a macro, one for rank 1 lesser heal, and then obviously I just made a standard macro. This one literally just has the lesser heal 1 in it only. Um, so I made a standard macro just to every time I should level up, if I can remember correctly. When I level up, it should just give me the next higher ranking of this one, but always keep this one at rank 1, unless I choose to change it otherwise. But I went ahead and did that with all my spells across the board, made a simple macro like this, um, and then slapped it in here or whatever. That way, when I do level up, it'll give me the next higher ranking, and I don't have to pull it from my spell book. I went ahead and did one for Penance as well, and then went through here and set up my VuhDo so I can have um, some of those spells in the layout of my VuhDo for the healing and stuff. So I like to do it like this for any spells. Like still got some of my stuff. Um, and this is a lot of this stuff I just kind of like pull export from retail WoW. That's why you'll see something like prayer mending and stuff in here. But I gotta go through and edit all these. But that's kind of cool that it's kind of set up like this. So it should work. I know in VuhDo, if you go in here and you set, you can put the macro name in here, and it'll use like lesser heal 1 if you just make a macro with that name specific to it. But Other than that, I got all of this set up. My keybind set up. I'll just have to go through and set up the rest of my layout with my TellMeWhen. I'll put that all in here, and then it should look good. But I'm gonna go through, set up all that, and I'll try to go up here and finish these burlap quests and stuff, and we'll kind of go from there. Alright, so one of the things that I got started and set up so far with my TellMeWhen, which I'm starting to like the layout, um, is, and I'll show you guys how to set this up later. I'm just going to get further in the game so I can remember and understand what I've been doing and the things that I haven't messed with in a long time, how to set up. And maybe towards the end of this video, I'll just give a quick overview of the TellMeWhen and maybe the VuhDo and how I have things laid out. So it'll be kind of cool. But like for instance, I don't have Power Word Shield on myself. So if I take it off, it should show up right here, but it doesn't. So go here. Everything looks fine. Conditions. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look at it more, but theoretically, that's what I would want set up my Power Word Shield to show up right here if I don't have it on myself. And if I do have it up on myself, it disappears. One of the things that is cool that I did get set up is my Shadow Word Pain and my Penance. So like for instance, if my Penance is on cooldown, it'll show an icon. It'll disappear if it's not on cooldown, right? So if I wait the whole 10 seconds here, it should show Penance back up again. The other thing I had set up with Penance pops up is, let's find a target to actually kill. This guy right here. So you notice when I target him, right? My Penance is grayed out. It's because I have it set up for a range. So usually you can kind of look here and see the 5 is blacked out, but up here it just kind of give you a more visual without having to look down on your keyboard. As I get in range, it'll highlight up. So that's how I know if I'm in range of a target, or I can just hover in and out of range. This is very useful when you're in like PvP scenarios and that kind of stuff, if you're in range of a target. The other thing being is like, I don't have it showing up now because I'm not in combat, and I have specific rules set to my Shadow Word Pain. But if I go into combat, it'll show an icon right here, Shadow Word Pain. That just lets me know that I don't have it up on him. The moment that I put it up on him, the dot disappears, so I don't have to mainly watch it or keep track of it. These icons pop up automatically. So now Penance is back up. The other third thing, like how I mentioned in the beginning of the video, was I like to macro, and this is external with the Razor Dogger Mouse. I like the macro um, certain spells like together. They kind of make it like one button easier. With the priest, it's a little easier to kind of do this because I'm not doing a whole lot of spells, and just kind of cuts down on my keybind. So I'm either gonna do one or two things with penance. I'm either gonna DPS or I'm gonna heal with it. But this 5 button, this 5 slot, it's the same slot that I use all along here. So if I press 5, this keybind, if I press 5, it also presses number pad 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 for me. So if I put Smite in this slot and Penance in this slot, for instance, I can go and attack this target with Penance, spam 5, still spam 5, and it'll still use Smite for me. It's kind of useful to keep the keybind together, and it's just like an easier way to do DPS without actually having to focus on multiple keys at once, and it frees up space. So that's what I got set up for so far. I'm gonna figure out the power word shared thing, and then I'll show you how to kind of make some macros for different things like that, or the TellMeWhen on how to set that up for your different shields. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and clear out these bandits, and then do some more of the quest, and yeah, like I said, we'll see how far we can get before the end of this video. Alright, I'm working on my last harvest. And then gotta make my way over here to this guy. collect his head. I think she's probably heading for the same thing. Wow, these things spawn back so fast. I just watched this priest over here get chased out of here by like 5 or 6 of these guys. So Classic is pretty brutal, and just thinking about it right now, right? So it's like fighting 2 of these just about eats up a lot of my mana if I'm not using Penance. Penance is very mana efficient, so that's kind of nice right now that I'm able to pick that up. That's the Warlock. But it was a priest that was running through here. I just gotta make my way over here. That's probably her right there. She was running away from like 5 of these chasing her at once. I just gotta make my way over here and get this guy. And we'll go for his guard first. Drop a dot on him. And go ahead and finish their guard off. Guard down. But yeah, I'm definitely, well, I don't know, I kind of enjoy the game when it's a little more like, retail WoW just doesn't give you that same feeling of like the fact that you could die at any second, right? Compare to Classic. Classic's always had that same feeling. So, and it's just kind of a nice fresh air, nice breath of fresh air. One thing that I do want to get into is Classic Hardcore. And that might be something else I try later on or whatever. It's kind of a scary thought, but at the same time kind of cool or whatever. So I might try that out eventually later. But as of right now, I'm just going to work on this season of Discovery character. And then just kind of work my way through that stuff and just kind of get back in the WoW. Just make video content, enjoy the game. Yeah, kind of where I'm at with it right now. I really like to get together with some people that I know, or just some people from maybe make me a Discord channel or something. Get together with some people that play the game and just, I don't know, have a good time with it. Film some content, post
Oh,
it on
thank you,
YouTube.
adventurer. You saved my harvest. And I hope you showed a few of those defias that they can't cause trouble
This
around
is
here.
one of the add-ons.
We
It's
might
kind
be
of
short
cool.
on guards these days, but we're lucky to have heroes like you to protect us.
But yeah, that's kind of the end goal with this. So I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna finish up these quests, turn them all in. I think I'm done in. Yeah, I think I'm done over here in Northshire. And then I'll make my way over there to Goldshire. I don't know about the ruins. I don't know if there would be any other ruin around here. I'm assuming this is the only one I get here. Maybe there is another ruin over here. Any ruins that I do pass up along the way, I'll just, if I have to or whatever, I'm gonna try to pick them most all of them up. That's kind of the end goal here. But any ruins I do pass up along the way, I'll just see if I can research them, how to acquire them and stuff. So, but yep, those are the quests,
For the Alliance.
and I'll be making my way over to Goldshire. So I'm making my way over here to Goldshire, and this is kind of cool. It's because it's Christmas time. They have Christmas tree and wreath. Man, I miss WoW so much. It's awesome to see all this cool stuff again. And they have the Dark Moon Fair. So obviously, this has been going on for a minute because they wouldn't have put all this up. I'll have to come back and explore this sometime. Dark Moon Fair. That's kind of cool. Getting to games like this, it's just very nostalgic. It's pretty nice. I'm gonna go through here. I'm gonna pick up
The
quests
kobolds in these parts sometimes carry
in
gold
these
dust on
areas.
them. I could really use the stuff. Bring me a load of it, and I'll give you the best price in town. Best price in town. You can find kobolds in the Fargodeep Mine to the south, and around the Jasper Lode Mine to the northeast.
So I'm gonna try to be quiet when it comes to the dialogue on some of these things while I'm going through and doing some of this content. Let's see.
Be careful.
I'm already here. This is the
Well,
quest I'm
it
trying to
says here that you've been awarded acting deputy status with the Stormwind Marshals. Congratulations. And good luck. Keeping
What's
Elwyn safe
nice
is
about
no
this is
picnic.
if I pick up another
What with most
quest,
the
it
army
puts it in
busy
like
doing, who
queue
knows what,
here for the
but
next
who
thing
knows
to
which
pop up.
noble? It's hard to keep track of politics in these dark days. The mine in Northshire
See,
isn't
that's
the
the
only
next
one
part
with
of the quest
problems.
I just picked
I
up.
have reports that the Fargodeep Mine in Elwyn has also become a haven
This
for
add-on's pretty
kobolds.
nice.
Explore the mine and confirm these reports, then return to me. The mine is almost due south of Goldshire, between the Stonefield and McClure
It's a
homesteads.
mistletoe. I'm gonna go
Welcome
ahead
to
and
my
set my
inn,
hearth
weary traveler.
here.
What can I do for you? Rest and relaxation for the
The
tired
water,
and
of
cold.
course.
That's our motto. Please, take a seat by the fire and rest your weary bones. Would
And
you
we'll
like
go
to try a
through
sampling of some of our
and-
fine food and drink?
I don't need that. God, I need some more bags.
Light bless you.
I don't want to pay for them right now, though. Good night. That's what I remember about Classic WoW too. How hard it was to get gold. I don't know if it is so much anymore. People probably done played this enough to get it all figured
What
out.
can I do for you?
And building an economy, even though Season of Discovery is new, so I don't know how much the economy is built up for Season of Discovery yet. But
How are
I can teach you how to cook.
oh, 1 silver? Nope, not yet. I'm gonna have to skip that. I can't even afford that. Holy cow. Priest trainer.
I trust the light is with you, adventurer. Is there something that I help you with?
Yeah, use
I'm
rank
glad
2
you've
heal
arrived,
on him.
adventurer.
Alright,
We have
gotcha.
much to discuss about your future and your path
I
within
imagine
the
I'll
light.
need the silver
Normally, I put forth a small challenge to followers of the light to test their
for
skill.
my next skills.
I want to see if they are worthy of wearing their first robes, a sign that the church outwardly approves of the priest and supports him. But this situation is a bit different. One of Goldshire's citizens saw an injured guard near the lake to the east of here. His name is Roberts. Find him, heal him, fortify his body, and return here. If you can do that for me, then I will consider your test complete.
Hello, good sir. Do you have a moment? My brother and I run an apothecary in Stormwind, and I'm here to gather large candles for their wax. Can you help me? You can get large candles from kobolds, and I hear rumors that kobolds are infesting the Elwyn mines, the Fargodeep Mine to the south, and Jasperlode Mine to the east. I suggest looking for candles in one of those places.
It's kind of cool because if I pick up multiple quests from different quest givers, see how it kind of just puts their quest in queue, and then it kind of explains everything from their quest log. I guess there's the background story behind what you're doing. So
Greetings.
this is the guy I need to heal. We'll do that. I'm gonna look at a few things in town, and then I think we're gonna run around. I think we're gonna go to the mines first, and we'll clear out that, and I'll show some stuff over there.
King's
Yep.
honor, friend.
Let me get this guy healed first. And it said to fortify him too. So, yep, there we go. Quest done. Yep. I'll turn in this and yeah. So I'm down in these mines and doing this cobalt quest, not thinking much of it. But I literally almost just died in there. There's like 2 other kobolds that spawned on me. Lucky enough, I dinged level 6. And I wasn't recording it at a time, but kind of wish I would have showed you guys that. But I dinged level 6, and it saved my life. I can now understand how people are dying this early in the game on like hardcore WoW. When I watch the videos, I'm like, how can you die so early? Just like that, Cobalt Mines. So it's funny thinking about that now. That could have been one of those scenarios, but no worries. Season of the Discovery, I can come back. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, man, Classic WoW is like in this in between weird range where it's easy, it's simple enough, but it punishes you if you don't understand like the content or the things that can, the easy things that can get you killed, like the respawns of the ads and stuff there, which I think just make it so much more fun. Retail WoW, you don't have that same. I don't know. Like I said, it's not the same feeling that you get from Classic WoW or whatever. But either way, they're both still good in their own unique ways. They're literally at this point in time, they're two different games. You can't even really compare them the same anymore. Retail has developed so much more over the years compared to um, Classic WoW. There are other goods and bads with the game, but like I said, I haven't played Classic WoW. I've never even got a character, to be honest with you, to max level in Classic WoW. Um, when I first started playing Classic, I was playing my priest, and right before I got to max level, I think I was level, I want to say, um, 50, like 58 or something, and Burning Crusade was coming out in that time frame, and I kind of like transitioned over to that hurry up and got to 60 after Burning Crusade got came out, and then I heard, went through the Dark Portal, that kind of stuff, and played that version of the game. So I never really got to experience Classics WoW in game. That's when I was first getting into the game, but I did play Retail WoW um, pretty much then after or whatever. Um, I never really went to regular Classic WoW. So, I don't know. It's just been a this would be kind of like a cool experience, and I figured I'd try it with Season Discovery, kind of go from there. Um, I know, like they have I think they're coming out with a solo self-bound hardcore classic WoW. I think that would be kind of interesting, just to kind of have a walkthrough and see what I can do on my own, without no help from nobody else. Oh, this was that other part of the add-on that I was showing you that I was trying to get fixed. So I figured out the problem with it. Obviously, by Tell Me When. If you go to it, I had the usable and the unusable difference on here. So, but that was the problem with it. I have it set up for cooldowns, and then I always check the power to make sure I have enough mana set up for this icon, and then I set a condition in here and set it as a buff duration for myself, and this is how I get it to work. So it's a buff duration, and um, yeah, that's pretty much it there. So it's just those two. So under the icons, under the icon right here, these are all you need here. All this items checked here, and then as your condition, this is how you set it up. So that's it for Power Word um, Fortitude, and it shows it icon on yourself whether you're in combat. Like even I'm in combat now, right? And I apply it to myself, it disappears. So that's how I know to keep it up. So if I'm not paying attention and I get dispelled in like PvP or something, it'll pop back up for me. But I'm gonna finish clearing these guys out. We'll go back to town, turn in these quests, and then I think I'll probably go through and explain some of these. Tell me when, how to set up some of these icons and add-ons and stuff a little bit for some of my abilities, and I'll probably do each one as they start to get new abilities, just to explain it. And maybe this video or future videos as I go along. Same thing with VuhDo. Um, just to kind of give you guys an idea of what I'm using with add-ons and how I'm setting it up. But I'm gonna clear this out and then we'll go back. All right, so made it back to Goldshire. I finished the quest in these areas right here. One of the quests sent me down into the mines in here, and when I killed, um, when I killed Goldtooth down in the mines, it dropped this memory of dark purpose. So I'm not sure. I guess we'll just click it and see if it'll work, or if I have to do some kind of kneeling. Oh no, I guess it just works. I wonder if it just has something to do with this when I got it from the temple or um, the chapel over here. So that being the case, let's see what that bell is. Oh, I see anything. Oh no, that's right. I have to go to character and I have to engrave it. This is Void Plague. That's kind of cool. That's cool. I'm gonna set it up with a macro here in a minute. I'll put it over here on shift 1. Another thing that I picked up with this waylaid supplies or whatever here. Not sure, but I don't think I can do anything with it. I'm gonna do some googling on it just to be kind of curious to see what I can do with it because I'm not really sure. But I kind of go from there or whatever.
Hey there.
I knew there's like some kind of little gimmick to all this little holiday stuff. I know they got more like little holiday surprises and stuff out here. Can I do this on myself? Can I do it on somebody else? Oh, I can. 20 to spirit. That's pretty huge. That's a lot of spirit. Dang. That's pretty good at this low level.
Hey there. Have a good one.
And I can't do it to myself.
You were busy hunting kobolds, were you? Thanks for the candles,
I'm not gonna hold on to
and here's your
these
reward.
because they take a bag space.
My brother
and I can't
Morgan
use
is
it on
waiting in
anybody else.
Stormwind for my shipment of candles. I don't have enough time to make the trip myself, but if you'd like to take him the shipment, he'll pay you well. I've packed
Deal?
up the candles, and you can find Morgan in our shop,
What did he just
Pessel's
do?
Apothecary, in the Stormwind Trade District.
Oh, that's cool. What is it for, though? Not really sure what that's for. Meditation ability. Okay. So, is this how I get more ruins? Is by these memories? Oh, that's kind of cool. The priest gave that to me. He gave that to me. Another priest. I guess we share it. I don't know. He has the same buffs.
My heart goes out to those two poor souls, Maybell
But yeah,
and Tommy
I'm gonna
Joe. I remember being young and in love.
turn in these quests.
There must be something I can do to help them. Let me think. I can make an invisibility liquor for Maybell so she can slip away from the McClure vineyards and go to Tommy Joe. But to make the liquor, I need some crystal kelp. Although the kelp usually grows in the ocean, sometimes murlocs collect it. See
Yeah,
if
I
the
gotta go
murlocs
over to
near
this
Crystal
area to
Lake
get
have
the
any.
murlocs.
Crystal Lake is just east of Goldshire.
How are you?
Would
Safe
talk to this guy.
Thanks for the
get
dust,
these
adventurer.
quests.
Here's your cash, and here is a token from associates of mine. You might find it useful.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Useful.
hold on to this.
Adventurer, there's a
can
new
always go
threat
back
in
and get
Elwyn
more,
Forest.
Imagine after an hour.
Murlocs are swimming up the streams of eastern Elwyn, scaring away fish and attacking gentlefolk. I warned Marshal Dugan. But he's more worried about the gnolls and the bandits. He's not convinced that the Murlocs are a danger. Please, adventurer, speak to Dugan and persuade him to send more troops to the east.
I'm not gonna hold on to these either. I don't have the bag spaces for them, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of these two items. I imagine those are pretty good for low level like PvP and that kind of stuff, but I'm not doing any of that right now. Right now, I'm just trying to reach 25, and then just kind of explore classic WoW and go from just see all the stuff that I haven't seen and like.
Yes, I spoke with Remy. I respect him as a merchant, though all reports of Murlocs to the east have been sketchy at best. Your concerns are noted, but unless I receive a military report of a Murloc threat, we can't afford to send more troops east. If you are concerned that the rumors of Murlocs are true, then do this. Travel to the Eastern Elwyn Bridge and speak with Guard Thomas. He has been stationed at the bridge for the past week and will know the state of the area. Bring me his report.
Alright, so I guess the plan next is to do these, get all this kelp. We'll probably go explore these. Oh, that's level 10 area. Maybe I don't want to mess with this stuff yet. We'll do this kelp. Ooh, one thing that I did miss is that I reached level 7. I never picked up, I don't think, my level 6 skills. I know there's a priest trainer up here, and we'll see what we get. We'll go through and...
I trust the light is with you, adventurer? Is there
Powered
something that
shield.
I can really
That's
help you
cool.
with?
See, I'll have to make a macro for that, and then I'll set up my VuhDo for that. I probably wonder if it's already set up from my priest before, and I kind of pulled the stuff. Smite rank 2.
Light
Try
blessing.
to convert whatever, export whatever data from my retail WoW, but for some reason it doesn't want to do all that correctly with this version of VuhDo. I don't know if that's different from retail WoW's VuhDo. I don't know. But it wasn't working right, so I had to go in here and change a lot of this stuff myself. But I think I already had Power Word Shield in here. Yep. So I usually put that on my 6th slot. Power Word Shield. And then it's just a cast over macro. Those are pretty easy. You can Google how to make a cast over macro for any of these. They're pretty simple. Same with this. It's just that way I ain't got to change the ranks when these level up. I don't think this has any ranks. None of these. They don't have ranks, huh? The runes. Either way. But just to show you, there's this right here, plague buff. Void plague. Power word shield. Enable that. All right. So how this works is, you can go into into TellMeWhen, make a slot. Like for an example, I can move this around however I want. If I wanted to move this single icon, I can hold shift and right click it, and I can move it from one spot to another spot, move here. If I wanted to move it back, same thing, move it here. But I can right click it one time and it brings up TellMeWhen. The icon here. This is how I have my settings set. And I should get renew eventually, and I'll be able to set it all up too. I already had like some of this stuff that I'm trying to export over. I don't remember what this is. I'll have to go through and mess with it later. But yep, here's Power Word Shield, and I set it for when the target's out of range, it doesn't show anything. It just works for me mainly, so I can see if I have a weakened soul buff or debuff. So if I use Power Word Shield, it doesn't show up on myself. Even if it's knocked off, it shouldn't show up for myself. But that's set up by going into TellMeWhen, pulling up Power Word Shield, setting the range, the power, so that if I'm out of mana, it'll be low, highlighted. If I have enough mana, it'll be usable, right? And then for conditions for myself, weakened soul. That's a debuff. I set it as that. These are my settings for setting it as a debuff, and you can add more here. And it says you have and or is in place of like another condition, and then and is with the existing, I guess, condition that you have set. So buff duration. But yep, that's how I have this set up. And that's for Power Word Shield. So that seems to be working. Yeah. And yeah, that's we're gonna go through, we'll do some more videos. I'll probably end the video here, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Um there they'll I'll kind of make like a walkthrough. So this is kind of like my introduction to me playing some classic WoW, and going through and exploring the story. So it's been kind of fun so far. I like it so far. It's going on 10:30 at night right now for me, so it's kind of late enough. I'm getting ready to go to bed, but I'm gonna make a new video here. I'm really enjoying this honestly so far, making videos. So it's kind of cool. I kind of want to make more content. I kind of want to build this channel bigger and just kind of work on it from there. I want to do more PvP, do some raiding, just enjoy my time playing Classic WoW, and maybe I can get to play with some of the viewers or some people that reach out to me, or maybe understand my content, or even recognize my name in the future. I don't know. We'll see how it goes from there. But for now, I'm just having a lot of fun. So other than that, I guess I'm gonna log out and in because I know you get rested bonus, and that's about it. So I appreciate you guys watching my video, um, and I'll see you in the next one.